A common question we get is, which Humminbird graph do I need for my boat? Humminbird graphs are available in 3 basic families, and it makes things super simple for you. There's Helix, there's Solix, and there's Apex. If you're talking about Helix, Helix 9, Helix 10, Helix 12, or Helix 15, these graphs are all available in either Mega DI or Mega SI. The thing when you buy them is you decide whether you need one with the transducer or you want what they call CHO, control head only, which will give you the power cable and will give you the control head in the bracket. When you move over to Apex and Solix, they are all available as MSI, Mega Side Imaging Units. Solix is available in a 10, 12, and 15-inch screen, and the Apex series is available in a 13, 16, and 19-inch offering. So there are no more units that are GPS 2D only. All the units are Mega DI, Mega SI, and Apex and Solix are Mega SI. Those you can also decide whether you need to have the transducer with the package, or if you already have a Mega SI transducer, you can get a control head only to save yourself some money. Another good reason to pick a CHO or control head only unit would be if you have a new trolling motor that has a transducer built into it, you don't really need an additional side imaging transducer. You can simply connect the trolling motor into the network or directly to the graph and have that bottom reading you're looking for. Which unit should I buy? This is a question that gets asked all the time. First and foremost, I would say you have to look at what space you have available. With all of the different models, from 9 inches all the way up to 19 inches between the Helix, Solix, and Apex lineups, it really makes an important decision of what you have available for space first and foremost, and also, honestly, what you can afford. You're going to want the biggest graph possible if you're using something like 360 imaging or Mega Live, because that big screen is going to allow you to see that image that much bigger, so you're going to see the finer details in what's going on. The other thing we want to split up between all of the available graphs is whether you're looking for a touchscreen unit or not a touchscreen unit. Helix, all the units are manual with buttons to control everything. Cursor buttons, everything. Apex and Solix are both touchscreen. The other thing you have to consider when you're looking at all of these graphs is, what do I need to do at the end of the day? Do you need dual Ethernet ports? Do you need an HDMI out? As you move up the line from Helix into Solix and then into Apex, you get more and more options that are available. An Apex unit will have multiple transducer inputs. It'll have 2 Ethernet ports. It also has an HDMI in and an HDMI out. This is handy because you can now all of a sudden connect underwater cameras to it. You can connect recording devices to it. It allows you a lot of flexibility, especially if you're using your graphs in high detail level. When you compare Solix and Apex together, what you're noticing when you see them is the fact that the Apex units actually have a slimmer profile. It actually makes them even easier to mount. One thing to consider when rigging out an entire boat is the fact that if you stick with a specific type, it is easy to interchange your units from one spot to the other. If you have all Helixes, they use the push-in style connectors, so the power cables are the same, the transducer cables are the same, the dongles for the Ethernet cables are all the same. It allows you quick and easy movement of your graphs around the boat. Same thing goes when you talk about Solix and Apex. Their power cables, their Ethernet cables, and even their transducer cables are all designed for those units, and they are screw-on type versus push-in. So one thing to note is the operating systems in these graphs. Helix has its own operating system when comparing to Solix and Apex. Solix and Apex are fully compatible if you're using a mix match between those, but Helix runs separately, so try to keep your graphs either all Helix or all Solix Apex as a family, and that'll make everything a lot easier.